So you really want to know about this? That is the kind of taunting question you only ask when you know the answer is going to change everything. And for Frieza, the self-proclaimed emperor of the universe, well, that's the whole point.
So, today we are going to break down the story behind Frieza's absolutely terrifying new form, Black Frieza, and the unbelievable 10-year journey he took to get there.
I mean, this is the question, right? It's on everyone's mind. How did this villain, a guy we all thought was basically old news, suddenly leapfrog everybody to become the undisputed top dog in the universe? Let's get into it.
Okay, so let's set the scene here. Frieza just shows up, poof, out of nowhere. But this is not the Frieza we're used to, not even close. The power that's just rolling off of him is so immense, it shatters every power scale, every limit we thought even existed. And you can just feel the disbelief. You've got Goku and Vegeta. These are warriors who have smashed through god-level barriers time and time again, and they're just completely stunned, jaws on the floor. Their only possible response is to just ask, how is this even possible? So, to understand the how, we first have to get our heads around the why. And for a guy like Frieza, this whole thing wasn't just about getting stronger. Oh no. It was born from a place of pure, unfiltered humiliation. And this right here is a rare moment, a flash of vulnerability from Frieza himself. He actually admits to self-doubt, a concept that's, totally alien to his character. He saw a level of power that made him question his entire identity, his very title as emperor. This was his breaking point. He watched these battles go down on a scale he had never seen before. His ultimate transformation, Golden Frieza, was treated like it was absolutely nothing, a complete non-factor. For someone with an ego the size of a planet, the idea of continually losing to trash, as he puts it, was just unacceptable. Something had to change.
So this absolute need for overwhelming power sent him looking. And on a planet he'd already conquered, he stumbled upon the key to everything. A secret that would let him bend time itself to his will.
Just think about that. He's just out there surveying his vast empire, and he finds it. A gateway. A place where the normal rules of time just don't apply, giving him the one thing he desperately needed, a shortcut to exponential growth.
Now, for anyone who might not know, this is a concept we've seen before. It's a dimension, a hyperbolic time chamber, where one day on the outside can equal a full year on the inside. It's the ultimate training ground, and Frieza just found his own private one.
So Frieza had the location, he definitely had the motivation, but what he did inside that dimension is the truly unbelievable part of this story.
I mean, think about this for a second. We're talking about Frieza, the natural prodigy who bragged about never having trained a single day in his life. So how long could someone like that really last? A month? A year, maybe?
10 years. He spent an entire decade of his own time training relentlessly inside that chamber. The sheer willpower and dedication that takes is just staggering, especially coming from Frieza.
And the reaction on screen says it all. Impossible. It's the same shock we're all feeling. A number that big, so completely out of character, it just seems unbelievable. But it's true. This really captures the massive shift in who Frieza is. He went from being the gifted prodigy who never had to try to being a hardened warrior who earned his power through 10 years of brutal work. He's not just relying on talent anymore. He's now a master of his own potential. And that's a terrifying evolution, because a talented Frieza was beatable. A Frieza with a 10-year work ethic? He might not be.
So, what do you get when you take a being with almost limitless potential and put him through a decade of dedicated, torturous training? The answer is a transformation that eclipses everything that has ever come before it. And even after all that hard work, the classic arrogant Frieza is still in there. He doesn't just show off his power, he frames it as him granting an honor to his enemies. It's time to see what a decade of training really looks like. Simple, sleek, and utterly terrifying. And this is not just a color swap. This form is the culmination of his entire journey, the physical proof of a decade spent in hell, all to achieve a new pinnacle of power. And here's the chilling part. After showing he can defeat the strongest warriors alive, with a single blow, he just stops. He says he could end it all right then and there, but he won't, because his goal has changed. And that leaves us with the ultimate question. If defeating his oldest rivals isn't his goal anymore, Then what is? What kind of plan could be so grand that it makes beating Goku and Vegeta an afterthought? That, right now, is the most terrifying mystery in the universe.